Welcome back to the Big Saturday Show. The White House is spending a lot of time touting its new student loans handout plan, but not a lot of time answering questions about who will foot the bill.
Is the White House going to release a cost estimate at some point?
Yeah, we've talked about that. So we are going to share what that's going to look like.
We all know who will be paying for it. It's taxpayers. And as the Biden administration avoids questions, a new Penn-Wharton model finds the final price tag could exceed $1 trillion over 10 years. You know, Rachel, we're sitting right now at, what, $30+ trillion in debt, and every penny of it was spent in bills that were allegedly paid for when they got passed. How do we get here? What do we do?
No, it's crazy. And, you know, we're creating a culture, I think, among young people. I think this just sends such a bad message. And there's all these young people, you just see them. And I actually met a guy once. Sean and I were young. We were struggling to pay off our bills. I think we had like 5 or 6 kids at the time. And he just said, he was some hippie, you know, he's like a old friend of my husband's. And he said, I'm not paying it. I'm sticking it to the man. Well, in this case, the man is a welder. Who has 4 kids, exactly. Or it's a waitress, a single mom. This is who they're sticking it to. And then there's these self-entitled, and of course they say, well, you know, we're oppressed, or, you know, and I think the pandemic, Charlie, has exacerbated this because people just get used to getting free stuff. And that's what happened. And they got used to sitting home. And yeah. I'm really just worried about the long-term cultural consequences, because the greatness of America has always been her work ethic, the work ethic of her people. And
taking pride in taking care of yourself.
Taking care of yourself, your personal responsibility, absolutely.
Yeah. Katie, obviously, Karine Jean-Pierre is not a Wharton grad, but listen to this quote from her.
It's a very targeted plan that's going to give relief to 90% of Americans that are making less than $75,000 a year. That is important. This is a campaign promise that the president made and kept, and he went beyond, not just to 10,000, but up to 20,000.
You know, the idea of giving $1 trillion back to the innocent American taxpayer, not a bad idea. This doesn't seem to be like the smartest way to do it.
Yeah, this is a redistribution of debt from wealthy degree holders to the working class. That's what this is. It is not the numbers that she is talking about. It's going to cost $1 trillion. It means that you now owe more to the government every year before you're able to take home your money to pay for your own family. What about the family that wants to save money to send their own kid to college? What about the family that sacrifices? There was that famous video of Elizabeth Warren when she was on the campaign trail with that father, and he said, look, my friends are buying boats and fancy cars, and I was saving for my daughter's college. Am I going to get my money back when you forgive their loans because they took them out? And she said, absolutely not. Yeah. And you had the education secretary admitting that as well. The White House is trying to make an argument that people need breathing room. They're saying people should take out mortgages now after they get their student loan debt forgiven when they haven't paid that back. And they keep saying that we're in a good economy, that we're not in a recession, that COVID is essentially over, especially when it comes to the border. So that message does not compute with them saying that people are not in a good economic position to pay back their student loans.
So for a guy that calls himself Lunch Bucket Joe, this doesn't sound like it's just
a solidification of the Democratic Party becoming the party of the elites and the academic class, and them being fine with other people footing the bill for their degree programs.
Trace, Vivek Ramaswamy had a great piece in the New York Post over the weekend called "Too Much Free Government Aid is Fueling Depressing Pro-Lazy America." Let me just read a little bit from this cornucopia of free money has contributed to a culture of laziness that has resulted in the greatest labor shortage in the United States in over a generation. People simply become accustomed to not working and quite liked it. American culture now maintains that it's right for and good for students to purchase expensive educations and require others to foot the bill. The notion of paying back money you borrowed is now considered outdated, perhaps even systemically racist.
Yeah, we talked to a young woman yesterday on America's Newsroom who struggled to pay her student loans. Her husband struggled to pay his student loans. And she says, quite frankly, I feel like I've been swindled. And a lot of Americans feel like they're just suckers. And the question you have to ask people is, why in the world would you ever pay your student loans going forward when you know at some point in time someone's going to forgive them again? Why would you ever get in line and go through the process of becoming an American citizen when you can just walk across? Why would you pay for something in CVS when you could just grab it and walk out? There are no consequences. That's the thing. I don't have to do anything because I can just grab it and walk out, and nobody's going to arrest me. Karine Jean-Pierre's best quote of the day was, she was asked, so what's the deal? How are you going to pay for this? Oh, it's already paid for. It's all paid for. And then they asked, well, how much is it? We don't know. We have no idea. How can you pay for something that you do not know the price? It, to me, is a little bit shocking, but that's just me.
That's government.
But I think that in a lot of ways that's the most important thing, and very few of us are talking about it right now. But the idea that, well, you know, what this is going to reward people to do going forward in the future. I mean, and those videos of the CVS people running out with armloads of stuff. What kind of a dope pays for anything when you see that going on?
Well, and it doesn't solve the problem. You know, four-year academic cycle, you're back to the same amount of student debt. So it doesn't solve the problem, it only punishes those who didn't make
the problem is that college education is too expensive.
Yes.
And this actually incentivizes these universities to continue to raise the price above the cost of living, which is, it's outrageous. And so it's a bad move.
I guarantee you tuitions are going to go up next year.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.